I have said it a million times, and I still say it every single day, that my BRZ is perfect ride height for my area. And today, it's time to change that. For all of you that don't know, I live in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, well, we got hills, terrible roads, potholes everywhere, and speed bumps everywhere. And my BRZ clears all of them. It's kind of hard to tell, but my driveway is pretty extreme. It's flat and then it just kind of curves down. And to get up and down, and I have to angle a crazy amount, and I three-wheel it, and 9 times out of 10, I scrape my front lip on it. But there is something that we have that is completely unacceptable for this car. I mean, the back is decent. I can't put my shoe in there, but this front fitment though, all right, well, I guess I really can't put my shoe in this one either, but it's not that full, so we gotta get that gap a little bit less. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I just literally explained what I'm doing to the BRZ today, but we're gonna lower it just a hair. I want to try to tuck the back tire just a little bit more than it already is, just so you can't really see the wheel gap as much, and the front we gotta do something about. Now, I do rub fronts when I'm leaving or when I'm on full lock, so we're probably gonna rub a little bit more, so the fender liners are probably gonna end up getting shot out. But we need to get that Hot Boy fitment. Like, the front lip looks so much better when it's slammed on the ground. So I'm aiming for like a ½ inch lower than we already are. Now, for your people that are wondering my setup, I am on Tein Street Basis Z coilovers. So there's Tein Street Basis Z's, and then they've remade them to make them better for lower applications. And I am not anywhere near the lowest spot on these, so we can go quite a bit. We can go lower than we are. And I'm not trying to slam the car because, again, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to make it in my driveway if I go too low. So what's really nice about these coilovers though is to adjust them, you just adjust the collars. So if you ever watch me slamming my Civic, that one, it's a full thread coilover, which means you have to take the whole body off, twist it to lower it or raise it. With this, it's a partial thread, so all you have to do is adjust the collars up or down. Up makes your car lower, down makes your car taller. So I did just adjust them one time around, and I'm not really sure how much one time around really is. I'm trying to like do this in my head because that might be like a ¼ inch. So I might do it like a 1.5 times because, you know, the front gap was pretty massive. So we'll do a 1.5 times, and hopefully it's not too low because it's hot. I don't feel like doing this over and over again. Before just adjusting both sides, we're gonna do a bit of a test fit here just to see if 1.5 times will do good. And did we raise it by accident? This is why we test fit, folks. I accidentally raised the car on this side. So we gotta adjust it. So we gotta go 1.5 times down and then 1.5 times down again. So here's my predicament. Let's compare sides. So first we'll look at the stock side. And you know, you can do a little bit of this. And the new side, it's definitely a little bit less. I'm gonna hate myself for saying this, and I know it's probably a really bad idea, but I think I'm gonna go another full rotation of rounds lower. So then when I do the front side, it'll be 2.5. I'll do 2.5. I'll do 2 in the back because the backs are already kind of tucking a little bit, but I think I'm gonna hate myself for this in the morning because I know I'm not gonna be able to get out of my driveway, but we'll do a whole driveway test here. In reality, I don't even think that was too much lower. Like, the wheel gap is definitely a lot smaller now, and like I can't stick my toe in there, but maybe I need some camber. Like I'm thinking if I just camber my wheels in or out a little bit, I mean, I can go lower, but why am I so dark in here right now? But if I lower if I camber it more straight, I think it would fill the gap out more, but then there'd be too much poke. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. We'll see what it looks like when it's off of the actual rocks after I crank down the lugs enough. Definitely at like perfect clearance right now, but I don't know if I should go lower or not. So I'm super on the fence about this right now because one part of me wants Hot Boy flush fitment, super slammed, looking dope. Another part of me wants to save my fenders and my bumper and not hit everything and keep it the way it is. So we're gonna ask Instagram. I'm gonna wait like 30 minutes and see what everyone says. The people of Instagram you guys are speaking, and right now we're at 45% yes and 55% no. So it's pretty neck and neck right now. I'm gonna give it about another 10 minutes before we make our final decision. After about an hour of people voting, I got 18 votes and it was a solid 9 and 9. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lower it a little bit more because, you know, it looks kind of similar. So I'm gonna do, I think, 3 more times around and I'll do the back 5 and that should be pretty minty, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully it's not too much. Yeah, we're pretty much out of threads now. So that should do the trick. So with my general consensus here, if this doesn't drop it to where I want it to, I really can't go any lower with these coilovers. I have like maybe 1 full rotation left and I'm not gonna max them out because that's gonna make them feel bad. Right now there's not any preload on these, I don't think, so they're probably gonna feel bad regardless now. So we might be getting coilovers again soon, or maybe saving up for some bags, but let's see how this one comes out. That's pretty close to what I wanted. I don't think we're getting any lower on these coilovers than this. So I am pretty happy with it. I mean, tried to do a shoe test. I mean, no shoe is getting even close to getting in there. So we passed the Hot Boy test in that aspect. I wanted to go a little bit lower, but I just don't think it's gonna happen with these coilovers. I am low-key upset that we're like maxed out right now, but that just means I have future investments because now I have more of a reason to bag the car. So can't win and lose them all. So I'm gonna start doing the backs now. I think the backs are gonna have a lot more play than the fronts, TBH, but we'll see. These ones in the back are like a really weird location. It's like behind the actual brakes itself. So it's a little bit harder to get to, but a little bit of perseverance will get there. And to the one person I know who's gonna complain about me being under and in my car, I do have jack stands that are rated for 3 tons. The car is chocked in the front, so it can't fall over, and it's not gonna fall over. So there's definitely a lot of like benefits of having partial thread coilovers, and the number one benefit that I'm seeing right now is it takes 5 seconds. Like, you take your tire off, twist your spindle things, and you're low, and that's so much easier than a full thread. Like on the Civic, you have to take the entire arm off, twist the whole body, and put everything back together. This is so much simpler. But the bad side is I lose preload, so they might be a little bit crashy now, but we'll go on a little drive in a few minutes. I have to do one more side, and then we'll go for a drive and we'll check it out. Now, on the backs, I did them 4. So the front I did 5.5 full rings around down, and the backs I only did 4 because the back was already like pretty good fitment, so I might be like tucking mad tire now, I'm not too sure. So I only did them 4 times. I'm expecting it to be like a lot different because I still had a lot of preload left in the back. So let's see what we got. Not bad, not bad. I'm not sure if this side was lower than the other side or just because I'm on a slant, but that is exactly what I wanted, tucking tire. But if you come to the other side over here, it got a bit of a gap still. So I'm not sure if it's because we're on an angle or not, but I can definitely fit a finger through there. So I did go back and adjust the driver's side, and I did put it down another ring because I think it was about 1.5 rings off, so I did adjust it that 1.5 rings. So now all the spindles are pointing the same direction, but it's still off a little bit. But the camber definitely came out more, and the back definitely does look a little bit more squatted. So I think it looks pretty good. So first test is the driveway test to see if we can even get out. So we got out of the driveway with just fine, and so far I do feel significantly lower, and ride quality honestly feels the same. Like, I'm very surprised. Like, I do feel lower, so I feel pretty freaking cool right now. And I'll show you guys in just a second. I'm gonna do a little bit edit because the back did even itself out, but I don't feel extra bumpy. I feel low, I feel planted. I don't feel any real big differences in a bad way. So right now I'm actually pretty pleased with this. Now the next thing is, will I make it over the speed bumps at work, and can I get back into my driveway? Those are questions that we're gonna have to figure out, but so far I think this looks dope. It feels good too. For people that are looking into getting Tein Street Basis Z's, so these ones are pretty much the ones that utilize your top hats and stuff. This is about max low you can get, and you could probably get another like millimeter lower, but it's not very likely. We are tucking tire in the back, and for whatever reason they should be exactly the same on both sides, but my passenger side is tucking more tire. You can see this is my passenger side right here, and you can't even get a finger in there. You have to go up, and then if you go around, we're still tucking tire, but we do have a little bit of a gap. So I'm not really sure what is up with that. The front is pretty much max low. The car does feel a lot lower, but it does feel very smooth and very good at this like lowness. So I am very excited about it. I'm happy that my wheels are actually fitting good and they look good, and the car is dirty, so I apologize for that, but I'm pretty hyped with how it came out. So this gives me an excuse to look and save up for either bags or new coilovers, just so we can get even better fitment, or maybe I just need camber plates, because if I straighten everything out, I mean, I think the backs are pretty much perfect, but the fronts, if I straighten out, it'd be get rid of that gap a little bit more. But I am gonna leave you guys off here, so if you guys could please do me a few things: comment, like, subscribe, keep doing the fun stuff, keep doing you. Catch you guys next time. Stay motivated. Peace out and peace.